All right, third or fourth video on this, and I ran out of time and we have to get out of here really fast, so I had to cut through all the videos. I couldn't do any testing videos, but here's the outcome. We got 32 degrees coming out of the dash. That's the dash temperature. See, it was 33, 32, 31. It was actually getting too cold. Outside temperature, this is the outside temperature, between 65 and 70. It's actually 65, but as the thermal fan clutch would engage and disengage, go up and down, more air would roll around and hit the temperature sensor out here, raising it by 5 degrees. Now, what I have noticed is it had a superheat of 87. It's a bit on the high side. With that cold temperature at this low ambient, tells me, and the low side pressure was 8.9 to 9 psi, and that was at idle, not fast idle, but idle. Usually around 12, 14, I would expect it to be there. So that tells me that the expansion valve is not metering and opening up enough. So what it's doing is, because there's a low load and it's choking down on the refrigerant without a great sun load, even though it's sunny, it's cool outside. That's why it was getting down to 32 degrees. So when it's hot outside, it's going to be restrictive. So on the work order, I have it down for them to replace, when their time comes right now, to have time to order a receiver dryer and expansion valve, and to replace that. And then that will give the full range of the expansion valve, because it's not metering all the way. The expansion valve has lost its ability to properly meter. An expansion valve has movable parts in it. It has a refrigerant charged top that has a diaphragm in it. It has a spring in there. It has a pintle that has to go up and down, and I did not see the hunting or the moving of that. So I put that into work order to be replaced. I replaced the leaking O-ring. I got rid of that leak from the previous video. That was right here, so I took care of that. You seen in the first video, I replaced brand new. The very first thing you do is you take out the valve cores and immediately always replace the valve cores on these old cars immediately. And when they do the new receiver dryer, they get the new switches at the same time. Don't try to reuse the old switches, just replace them. All right, guys, I will see you later. Everything else is good to go. See ya.